Welcome back. We are learning about the Thevenin theorem and analyzing a linear circuits using the Thevenin theorem. So let's have a look. The next example that contain basically two voltage sources, independent voltage sources, and target is to find V naught here. Okay. So let's do the first step. Okay. Remove the load. What is our load? This 4K, right? So let's take it outside of the circuit. Okay, so I want to find the voltage drop here, which is V naught, and now I need to find what? R Thevenin, and I need to find what? V Thevenin. Okay, or open circuit. Next, redraw the circuit. Okay, after this, so if you redraw the circuit, how it will look like? I have 6 volt. This is 6K. Then I have this 3 kilo ohm. Then I have this 12 volt. Okay, then I have this 2 kilo. Okay, and this is our point, right? So we need to find open circuit voltage or Thevenin voltage here, okay, or the resistance looking from this end. Okay, now to get the resistance, what we can do, we can redraw this circuit without the sources. So we have voltage sources, we can just make them short circuit. Then I have this 6 kilo ohm here. Then here I have what? 3 kilo ohm. This voltage source again short circuit. Okay, and we are left with the 2 kilo here, and this is our analysis points, right? So we need to calculate R Thevenin. So start from the end of the circuit, 6K and 3K parallel, right? So 6K parallel with 3K, that will give me how much? 6 times 3, 18, 18 divided by 9, 2 kilo ohm, right? So this 2 kilo ohm here, then we have basically this 2 kilo ohm here, and this is our measurement point. So 2K in series, so 2 plus 2, that will give me 4 kilo ohm. So we got our R Thevenin is equal to 4 kilo. Now the third step is to find basically V Thevenin. So if you look here at this circuit again, okay, no current will be flowing through this 2K. So we can say that basically voltage drop here is 0. So I can just replace it with the simple short circuit branch. Okay. Now the actual voltage drop V Thevenin is the voltage drop between basically, okay, this branch. Okay, now to get that, what we can do, we can simply, for example, apply the voltage divider here. Okay, and we can get the open circuit voltage. Okay, or simply, okay, we can write basically the KVL equation here. Okay, so that we can find basically the current, and using that current we can find the voltage drop here. Okay, so either way we can use. So for example, if I apply the voltage divider here, so voltage divider will be what? Okay, so like with the voltage divider, I want to find what is the voltage drop across 3 kilo, right? So basically V Thevenin is what? Voltage drop across 3 kilo and minus 12 volt, right? This is the voltage between these two nodes. So if we find this one, okay, using either way, we can find the answer, right? So let's try to find out that. Okay, for example, I can easily find the current here. So current is basically what? Okay, V over R, right? What is the voltage here? So this is 6 volt, this is minus 12 volt, right? So 6 minus 12 divided by the value of the resistance. What is the resistance series network? 6 plus 3, 9K, right? Okay, so 6 minus 12, 18, 18 over 9, 2 milliampere. That is the current. So what is the voltage drop across 3 kilo ohm? So that will be 3K multiplied with 2 milli is equal to 6 volt. So it means V Thevenin will be what? Voltage drop across 3K, this is 6 minus 12 is equal to minus 6 volt. Okay, so we can say that basically the value of V Thevenin here is minus 6 volt. So we can get like the voltage drop across this one using this approach, or we can apply simply the voltage divider here also. That will also give me the same value. Voltage divider is like this resistor divided by the total resistance of series network. So 3 plus 6 multiply with the supply voltage. So what is the voltage here? We have 6 and minus 12. So 6 minus 12. Okay, so this will give me basically the direct same value of the 6 volt here. Okay, so we can apply either technique to get the voltage drop across 3 kilo ohm, or we can even write the KVL here, okay, to find the current, okay, this one. All right, so we got the V Thevenin, we got the R Thevenin. Let's try to find out V naught. So what will be the V naught? So V naught will be simple voltage divided here. So 4 divided by the total resistance, 4 plus 4, all right, and multiply with what? Multiply with the input voltage, which is 6, okay. So this will give me basically 4 over 8, so 24 over 8, right? 4 times 6, 24 over 8. So 24 over 8 simply give me a value of minus 3 volt. So this is our output voltage here, V naught, using the Thevenin theorem. So this is one way to analyze this example. Okay, there is another way, okay, to analyze the same example. Okay, so let's have a look, okay, on that way. So I'm calling this as alternative approach. Okay, to solve the same examples. So while solving this one, we learned that, so basically once we make an open circuit here, no current is flowing through this one, right? So actually we make this short circuit while we were calculating the open circuit voltage. So sometimes to make our analysis more simple, if we have a such kind of a branch, we can make it a part of our load, okay, that we are basically taking out of our circuit. For example, if I combine this and this together, okay, so I can take both of them outside of my circuit as a load. Okay, so if we remove this one, how our circuit will look like? Our circuit will be just simply like this is 6 volt, this is 12 volt, 3K and 6K, and we have removed these two branches. So it means, so basically we have open circuit here. Okay, so we need to find out what is the R Thevenin from this end and what is the voltage drop at this point. Okay, so we will get that, and that R Thevenin will come here with the open circuit voltage, or Thevenin voltage comes here. Okay, so remember, like this shaded one, this complete is our load part. So we can do this thing also. Okay, so let's see, will we get the same answer or not? Okay, so let's try to find out R Thevenin. So to find R Thevenin, you need to remove the sources. So I can remove this source short circuit. I have this 6K here, I have this 3K here, and then we have basically what here? This voltage source minus 12. So this voltage source will also become short circuit. Okay, and we are trying to find what is the resistance by looking from this end, right? Now if you look from this end, okay, so we can say that basically 6K is combined at this node and this node. So basically 6K parallel with 3K. That is basically your R Thevenin, right? So that comes out to be 2 kilo. So I can put that 2 kilo ohm here. Okay. So now I want to find V Thevenin. So V Thevenin again, like this is the, if you remember the earlier circuit, this is the same circuit. So V Thevenin is basically voltage drop across 3K and minus 12. And voltage drop across 3K, voltage divider, 3 divided by total resistance, 3 plus 6 multiply with the input voltage. What is the input voltage? 6 volt minus 12, right? So minus 12. So this comes out to be how much? Okay, we calculated earlier. Okay, so that comes out to be 6 volt, right? So what will be VThevenin 6 minus 12 is equal to minus 6 volt. So I have minus 6 volt here. Okay, now let's try to find out V out. So V out is the voltage drop here, right? So what is the voltage drop? Let's apply the voltage divider. This resistor 4K divided by the total resistance. So what is the total resistance? 4 plus 2 plus 2 multiplied with the input voltage. So this is basically same, minus 24 over 8. So that is basically minus 3 volt. So we get the same answer. If you look at the equivalent Thevenin circuit of this example and the earlier one, we can notice basically the R Thevenin that we found earlier on, it was 4K, right? So this was basically series combination of this 2K and 2K. But if we like combine this one here, like we did here, we can notice that our circuit analysis become more easier. Like calculation of VThevenin become more easier, calculation of RThevenin become more easier. So this approach can also be used to analyze the complex Thevenin circuits. Thank you so much.